Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome back. We want to continue on. Now I did find this. I buy these in a 3-pack at Dollar Tree. This is an elastic headband, probably for babies. I don't think it'll fit my head. But when this gets nice and fat and chunky, I think this is probably the closure I'm going to use. I might hang a little dangle or something off of it. I may put a plate or something. I don't know. We'll see when we get to that. So let me see. Where are we? It's been a couple of weeks. I filmed a bunch of videos in advance, and so I think we did the front and back, and I didn't stick these in the pocket because the glue wasn't dry yet. So let's get those in there, and that comes right to the top. Same thing. Okay, that one didn't have any glue. This one had the lace. So okay, I'm not sure about this because see, this is already loose. I think I might replace these nylon. It's almost like shoelace. They don't stay very tight. We'll see how it does. But today we are going to do left and right. Wait, did we already do corner flips? No, we did those. Okay, we did the front and back pockets, and we did the decorated envelope, which, by the way, I have added the corrected envelopes to my Etsy store, to the Ephemera, and I did not replace the old ones. I figure you could just use that for extra paper, and they will work. But I added the 2 separate files, and it does say corrected, so you'll know they're there. There's a main file, and then there's the 2 envelopes. So those are in the Ephemera file. And yeah, so let's do corner flips and side tucks today. And this could go vertically, which I usually do, but because I have this lace at the bottom, I'm not doing it that way. I know it's going to be fat enough to do. And if it's not, we'll do something different. Alright, so corner flips and side tucks. Well, side tucks are super easy. What do I want to do the side tucks with? And I may just use, we may just use the same paper. Okay, so if I'm going to use side tucks, let's see, this is 11. I need the tucks to be 8.5, so that gives me a 2.5. That's not quite big enough, so you know, I'm not going to worry about trying to save every little piece of paper. I'll use a different piece of paper for one and the other. Alright, so corner tucks, I'd like these to be 4.5 at least. And I know this is 8.5, so let's do 4.25. That'll save us a little bit, and we'll be able to get 2 of them out of this width. So 4.25 and 4.25. There we go. Now, those are super easy. Corner flips. Corner to corner, we're going to glue down one side. We will be able to flip up for journaling. So I do want to ink these on the inside, and then we will decorate those. Now let's talk about the side flips. Now, I can still use this because we're going to go vertical. So let's see how much do I have left in here. This is 6 3/4. Almost about 6 3/4. So let's do 3 3/8. Would that be about half? Like that, yeah. Alright, those are my 2 side tucks. Now I'm not going to leave them like this. We're going to fold them. But you get the idea. So yeah, we use that whole sheet of paper. I knew there was a way. If you think about it, you know, for a decent amount of time, you can usually figure a way to do it. Alright, that gives it a little bit more strength. And I don't need all of this ephemera sitting here on my desk, so I am going to move that. Did I hit record? Yes. Okay. We're ahead of the game. So let's see. Gonna need some ephemera. So let's use these pieces. And these will be those three. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll save. Yeah. All right. So what I'd like to do is use this lace, which is what we've been using. This is one-sided. This is symmetrical, or double-sided. So it's going to be, if I put it down the middle of something, it's going to be balanced. So I want to use this if I can ever find the opening. See, this is why I always end up ripping that cardboard off. I want to use this for my side tucks, but now that I'm looking at that, it might be bigger. No, that'll work. I want to go right down the middle with that. So let's I need to give myself a little marker of how far down I can go, and you guys can still see. I'm going over so that I don't short it. Okay. I'm not sure. Do I want to use that on this? Ooh, that does look pretty. Yeah. It's going to waste some corners, but that's okay. So let's do, and I'll just double that. Sorry for throwing my scissors down, guys. I forget. Some of you guys listen with headphones, and this is how I work. Just throw my stuff around. All right, we'll put that over there. And, okay, so let's get busy. I am going to fussy cut around these a little bit, and I will fast forward this portion for you. Okay, so we want to ink this up, and I am using scattered straw. I didn't get these exactly square. I'm going to go ahead and ink both sides just to make sure if I change my mind. And I do kind of like to ink the fold because I think it looks cool. And I'm going to ink all around the inside of this. And we won't have to do that on the other pieces, the side tucks, because we're folding them in. So, and then yeah, I'll just probably even this up a little bit. Make sure. Okay. So there's one. You know what? I'm going to cut this before that actually doesn't look too bad. That one's good. Okay. Don't need to cut that one. So, and I probably don't need ink on that fold because that's where we're going to put the lace, but that's okay. That's all right. All right. So we want to do the inside. Fold this back. Be able to ink that fold line, and then just go around. This pad is nice and juicy, so I'm not having to take too long. All right, so I am going to glue this right across. I hope this isn't dried out. Like I said, I haven't done anything for a couple weeks. Been busy. In fact, right now I'm in the process of I wouldn't say remodeling because there's no construction going on, but we have, you know, a track house, and all of the closets have those wire rack things where, including my pantry, and I hate it because when I put things in the pantry, nothing stays, oh gosh, I got glue everywhere. Nothing stays standing up, everything falls over. So I found, and oh, and also I have a nice wide pantry. But there's a single door, and my pantry is 4 shelves high and goes both ways. So what I'm going to do is take out all those shelves, and I bought 2 shelves to put one on this side and one on this side, so I'll be able to walk in to the pantry. Also, the shelves that I bought, they're pretty deep, they're made for food storage, and they can be put where everything slides smoothly in and out, although it's solid, not wire, or you can turn the shelves the other way and they have a lip around them, so that would be nice. But I think it'll work really well. And then my son is going to install some lights, because that's been one of my biggest things about my pantry since we've been in this house. Well, February will be 20 years, and there's no light in the pantry, and I always thought, how stupid is that they never put a light in the pantry. And then of course we've lived here for 20 years and never put a light in the pantry. So I think I'm going to cut it from this side. I'm trying not to cut the paper. So anyway, we're going to put lights around the top so I'll be able to see. It'll be nice. Nice, I like that. I'm going to save these because these are great just to put on a little bulb pin or in a cluster. I'm not going to go in any order. I'm just going to ink around these. And because this is going to go on the page this way, I think this is going to be a lefty, and I'm going to put the bird there. I need to think about where I want to put the pearls. I don't really want to put them on the bird himself, so I may just put that. I also don't want to put the pearls where they're going to be in the way of the writing. I kind of almost want to put this down first. I like having that little bit of lace back there. Yeah, just like that. A little bit of string would work as well. Just a little bit extra texture. Alright. Just want to make sure that sticks because of that lace. Alright, let's do this one. Anyway, so I'm excited. I got the shelves a couple days ago, so now I need to get those put together, and then I'll be able to clean out that pantry. There's just so much. The bottom is like a black hole because I can't see. I put stuff in there and I don't find it, and then when I'm cleaning it out, I'm like, oh, I totally forgot I had this. You know, you end up buying things that you have because you don't see them. There's just, you know, no light. And the kitchen light, it's in a pass-through. So my kitchen, like my kitchen's here, and there's a pass-through that has a bedroom and a laundry room and then the garage. So the pantry is across from that bedroom. And the light, there's no light in that hall. So, I don't know, it's the dumbest thing. It's wired. It just never got a light put in it. So, we're going to fix it. And then I don't have to deal with those dumb wire things anymore. Okay, so this is the left side. This is going to be the right side. I always like to do the opposites. I think I'll take this one. I'm just going to take them as they come. That's what I said, right? So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good back to school or end of summer or fall where you are. We're not having any fall here. It was 100 degrees yesterday. Kids were all in the pool, so yeah. And all of our neighborhood kids, I live across from a junior high, so our school district is back in session. So it's quiet on the streets. Let's see, I think I'm going to put it this way because I don't want that sticking over, because I need to be able to learn that the hard way. Yeah, that looks cool that way anyway. And anyway, so yeah, it's quiet because all the kids are back in school. I go back to school on the 10th, which is a Sunday. I've been taking going through a Bible Institute. It's a 4-year study program, and this is my last semester. So we started during COVID, so this is the last semester. It's hard to believe that COVID was already 4 years ago. But yeah, we started in March of 20. So, wrapping that up, and my mom's group goes back in session starts back on Wednesday. So, those look good. What do we want to do with these? So, it's, everything's going to pick up. I'm thinking I might just put them on the edge here. Let's just do one in each square. How about that? Let's see if I can get enough glue without getting too much. I need one of those wax things they have. I guess it's for the diamond paintings. Anybody ever do diamond paintings? I have one, and I have not done it yet. I'm going to just press down on this and see if I can keep everything from sliding. There we go. That looks good. It could go this way as well, but that one would be the bird with you could do it in a upper corner as well and have stuff tucked that way and pull down. But because the beads are on the edge, there shouldn't be too much interference with any of the writing. So I think that's fine. And then I forgot to put the lace under that one. They're not going to be together. Nobody's going to, you guys don't tell. All right. So let's do, that will just be a secret between, oh, way too much. It's always the last one. I get not enough or, oh, for heaven's sake, way too much. The dogs are going nutso. Not sure why. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to rub that off and start over. I don't know what happened. Doesn't come out, and then it comes out in a big blob. There we go. Alright, let's get all the gunk off. Now it's all over my finger. There must be a cat in the neighborhood, or somebody's walking by. I live on a corner, so when somebody walks by, the dogs go crazy. Alright, let's try that. See if that works. Oh, anyway, I was talking about, oh, and then I just wiped off that glue. I was talking about the little thing. It's like this, only it has a little bit of wax on the bottom, and so you can pick these things up easier. These have a tendency, my fingers are too dry, and so I can get one. I can't always keep one. There we go. And I might have to come back and get off all that excess glue before it gets set. Anyway, I was talking about those diamond paintings. I have one. I don't remember what it is. And then I bought my daughter one from Hobby Lobby. That's Star Wars. And I don't think they've started that either. I got it for her and her husband for Christmas. Well, it was before they got married, but I think mine that I got is probably floral. So I need to play with that. Alright, that looks good. What do you think? 2 corner flips, and I think we'll be good. Alright, let's do the side, let's call them tucks. Why not? We'll go ahead and ink these while we have them. And I love having all the flowers. I'm not crazy about fussy cutting. I need to play more with my scan and cut, see if I can figure out how to get it to do more, to cut better. It needs to be, I think they call it calibrated, something like that. Which tells, because I think, you know, like it feels like one side is a little bit thicker than another side, you know. Get my bone folder out, make sure that glue is nicely distributed. Do the second one. So this double layer of, and this is 28-pound paper. The double layer of this 28-pound paper is more than enough for these. It probably would be fine with just one layer of paper, but I kind of like to have that folded edge. Keep track of where the folded edge is. Sometimes you can't even tell. Like now. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So, I'm not going to use this for the lace because that will not work. But it works really well for sticking them together. But for the lace, let's see how, write down these lines. And I'm going to do the same thing with this, and as I'm going to just use that little fussy cut. You know, it doesn't have to be complicated to, you know, to look nice. And when you get everything put together, it's like, wow. And, you know, like I said, it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be a ton of different steps. If you want to do that, that's fine. And some days I do. But some days I just feel like, you know, I want to make it pretty, but I don't want to make it hard or complicated. So, alright, let's do, this one's kind of in the middle. A big old chunk on my finger. Okay. I think I was trying to put that in the trash and it stuck to me. So, there we go. And there again, I overshot the glue, so I'll have to come back and get some of this. Now that other one, it laid down nice. This one seems like it's a little wonky to me. But I think once we get that image on there, it'll be just fine. So let's cut off this excess. Alright, so I'm looking at the back, because sometimes on the back you can see the little white edge. And did I ink this? I did not. So let's do that now. see that little bit. I don't want to leave the glue gunk on there. Anyway, when I'm on the back, I can see this is the open side. I want the folded side to the middle of the book. So I'm going to put this one here, and I think I'm going to put that one this way. And then I'm going to look at this really quick. Sometimes you can't tell. That's okay. I want it this way. And I am going to glue this to the middle of that one. Come on. Extra on the lace portion. I don't think I'm going to put beads on these side tucks. I don't think it's necessary. So, the flatback pearls, I mean. I may come back later and put something here, but there's so much lace going on that there's really not an area to put the flatback pearls. I mean, I could put them across the top and the bottom, but I don't think it's necessary. So I'm gonna, well, I'll clean those up in a minute. Just want to close my glue, and let's put these in the book. I'm gonna set these aside to dry, and we'll do the corner flips first. Usually, the thing I do is I'll take these and I will put them on the white pages to kind of add, you know, and take away, because there's going to be things inside here, and that'll break up the white areas. So I only want to put glue on the outside here. That way we can still get things in the pocket. I'm going to come in about 1/4 of an inch or so. And if I feel like these are still too stark, I may come in here with a stencil. We talked about doing that earlier. So, all right, and then I'm going to flip to the back to the same page. Put this one in. There again, I only need glue on these edges. But we'll see what we end up putting in the pockets. That might break it up enough. If not, like I said, I can stencil or stamp or anything. So there we go. That's down and that's down. So make sure there's new glue coming up. You want to make sure that your lace is not going over the edge, because that will kind of bunch up. It's okay. This is not enough that it will cause a problem, but I am going to cut off this little stray. There we go. All right, so now we have the side tucks. Because they're the same paper, I don't want to do those on the next section. I'm going to skip a section. So this would be the next designer page. Let's go to this one. So we'll put, these could easily be belly bands, but we're doing side tucks today, so they're going to be on the outside. So I'm going to put my thumb where I don't want to glue. Do the top and the side and the bottom. And that's going to go right along the edge of that page. just like that. Give it a second so you don't have a ton of oozing, and then kind of straighten it out. I have a little piece of this ephemera that's poking over. I'm just going to ink it and it'll be fine. Alright, so we have that side. Okay, and then what I usually do, I take my bone folder and I slide it under here, and that takes me right to that page. So double check, yep, that's the right one. We are going to attach this one. My thumb goes here because that's where I don't want glue. I know that seems very simple, but I can't tell you how many times I glue things the wrong way. So I have to follow my own rules. All right. Now, I was trying to get it not to slide, but it slid. There we go. I do like the way that looks. Now, I may come back on some of these pages also and do, I think I need to slide it up a smidge. And do some lace on some of the pages. But that might be when we get closer to the end so we can fill in. All right, so we've got our side tucks and our corner flips, and we will be back and we will work on some more pockets. See you next time. Bye now.